how is it possible you can convince anybody about Bhagavad Gita that even Krishna had to show Vishwarupa? Correct? Even Krishna had to show Vishwarupa to convince Arjuna. So how you can convince? I said, no. Before the Vishwarupa itself, Arjuna was convinced, totally convinced. So it's not that Arjuna Krishna had to show Vishwarupa to convince Arjuna. He was already convinced. He spoke the famous verses Param Brahma, Param Dhamam. So that shows he was already convinced. Now, the very reason Arjuna asked Krishna to show Vishwarupa so that this becomes a standard, because in Kali Yuga many people will come and they say that many people will come and they say that I am God, but then the standard is there. Please show me. Can you show me the Vishwarupa? And nobody can show that. All the powers of the universe within the one place, all the devatas included within that form, all past, present, future. We will see what the Vishwarupa is. Okay? So that clearly becomes the bar standard for anybody who says I am God, show Vishwarupa. That is one point. And the second point is in this, that he is very happy that his Lord is glorified. See, a devotee loves the Lord, just like you love your child. You are very happy when your child is glorified. So similarly, Arjuna is so keen that more and more people know about the Lord. The two reasons we can see. Oh, Lotus Fired, I heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity as realized through your inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see you, how you entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that universal self. So he makes a request, formal request to Krishna, an appeal. Please, my Lord, I want to see that universal form of yours. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, behold my opulences, hundreds and thousands varied divine forms, multicolored like the sea. Before showing Vishwarupa, Krishna talks about what it is. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. This universal form can show you all that you desire, as well as all whatever you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. So, Krishna is so powerful that it is not possible to see the Vishwarupa by material eyes, normal. So he needs to give Arjuna some special, just like when we wanted to see 3D movies, you have to have a special color glass. So Krishna says, I will give you some special power by which to see the Vishwarupa. So therefore, other people in the battlefield could not see because Krishna did not give them that special power. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said, O king, speaking thus, the supreme lord of all mystic power, the supreme personality God had displayed his universal form to Arjuna. And the universal form display started. Shh. And here Dhritarashtra is hearing, Are mar gaye. We lost the war. This is so powerful. He's hearing. Look at Dhritarashtra's face. He's in great tension. Arjuna saw the universal form, unlimited mouths and unlimited eyes. You can see beautifully painted. The form was decorated with divine, dazzling ornament and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously. And there was many scents smeared over his body. You can even smell. Now in the TV, when you put up a serial, can you smell? You cannot smell. They have some samosa there, but here you could smell also. All was magnificent, all expanding and unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. Now, how much any scene, what is most important is the light. If hundreds and thousands of suns rose at once unto the sky, they might resemble the effulgent supreme person in that universal form. Okay? So that 100,000 suns rose at once. That was the power of the universal form. That was the light. In any drama and all, how much light they put. So that was the kind of light being put. Okay. At that time, Arjuna could see the universal form of the Lord, unlimited expansion of the universe situated in one place, all the divided into many, many thousands. So he could see so many forms of the Lord. Thus, then bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna began to pray with folded hand, offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. See, Arjuna is offering prayers. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled together in the body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and many sages and divine serpents. O Lord of the universe, I see in your universal body many, many forms, bellies, mouths, eyes, expanded without limit. There is no end, there is no beginning, and there is no middle to all this. He is seeing all the devatas, all the living entities. He is seeing even Brahma. He is seeing Lord Shiva, everything, divine serpents. We heard about Anantashesha or even this Vasukis. Everything is seeing. Your form adorned with various crowns, club, discs is difficult to see because of the glaring effulgence, which is fiery and immeasurable like the sun. You are supreme, primal object. You are the best on all the universes. You are inexhaustible. You are the oldest. You are the mental religion, the eternal personality of Godhead. You are the origin without beginning, middle, or end. You are the numberless arms. The sun, moons are among your great unlimited eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating this entire universe. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planets and the spaces between. Oh, great one, as I behold this terrible form, I see that all the planetary systems are perplexed. All the demigods are surrendering and entering into you. They are very much afraid, and with folded hand, they are singing the Vedic hymns. So he's seeing the manifestation. There's a manifestation Vishwarupa Arjuna is seeing. O mighty Avan, all the planet with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your many faces, eyes, arms, bellies, legs, and your terrible teeth as they are disturbed. So I am. So now Arjuna, see, Arjuna is a friend of Krishna. He is not so conscious of Krishna's powers when you are a friend. Vasalya, Sakya, and Madhurya, you should forget the reverence of the goddess too much, because then it disturbs the relationship. So Krishna's Yogamaya actually arranges so the pure devotees actually forget that. But now when Vishwarupa is being shown to Arjuna, he is seeing the power of the Lord and he is now feeling scared. And Arjuna feeling scared, you should understand that Vishwarupa must be really a very heavy display of power. Why? Because Arjuna is a great warrior. We, just like when we see in the medical college when they cut the bodies first time, many people faint there. I heard in the anatomy first day class, many people silently just fall on the ground. When they cut open a body, they show intestine and stomach. Huh? People shock. So similarly, when we see so much blood and all this, we cannot handle. Kshatriya is used to see that. So Arjuna is actually not easy to scare him. If Arjuna is panicking, means it's really scary to see display of power. Boom. You know, if you see a huge mountain, you see a big valley, or you see a huge ocean or a massive fire, big sound, we all panic. Everything is there. Heavy sound, there is big light, there is all display of the power, and millions of people are dying and entering into the mouth of the Vishwarupa. Can you see ferocious form? He's getting scared now. O all-pervading Vishnu, I can no longer maintain my equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors fill the skies and beholding your eyes and mouths, I am afraid. As all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all your soldiers are running into your mouth, their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. As the rivers flow into the sea, all these great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish. You can see here in this picture. See, all the soldiers are going perishing. The blessed Lord said, time I am destroyer of the world, and I have come here to engage all people with the exception of you, the Pandavas, all the soldiers on both the sides will be slain. So Arjuna asked Krishna, who are you, my Lord? He said, time I am. I have come to destroy everything except you few Pandavas. Nobody is going to survive here. Then Krishna concludes, Tasmatam Uttishta Yashol Avashya Jitva Shatun Bungsha Rajam Samriddham Maye Vaita Nihata Purameva Nimitra Mataran Bhavasa Visachin. Therefore get up and prepare to fight, and after conquering enemies you will enjoy the flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savisachin, can be but an instrument in the fight. The blessed Lord said, all the great warriors, Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna are already destroyed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemy. So he's showing in the Vishwarupa Krishna. This is a very, very important instruction in the last line. Nimitir Mataran Bhavasavya Sachin. Krishna is saying, just become an instrument, Arjuna. You just become an instrument. Nobody is going back home from here. Just like you see surgeon's instrument, just become an instrument. Nobody is going home from here. It is all decided, Arjuna. You just fight. I'll take care of everything. Nimitir Matra. And these big, big warriors, you think you'll have difficulty to fight? They're already put to death by me. Drona, Bhishma, nobody is going to survive this war. You just do. Actually, Krishna could have killed all people. But Krishna wants Arjuna to get the glory. He become famous. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, King, after hearing this word from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna trembled, fearfully offered obeisance with folded hand and began falteringly to speak as follows. O Rishikesha, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer their respectful homage, the demons are afraid as they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. O Great One, who stands even above Brahma, you are the original Master. Why should they not offer their homage up to you? O Limitless One, O Refuge of the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendent to the material manifestation. You are the original personality Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested causing world. You know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material mode, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. So beautiful. Why should they not offer their homage to you? I have in the past addressed you as Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, without knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or love. I have dishonored you many times by relaxing or while lying on the same bed or eating together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Please excuse me for my offenses. After seeing the universal form which I have never seen before, I am gladdened. At the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. So Arjuna is saying, previously, Krishna, I have sometimes very familiarity addressed you with certain words. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. So, he used to play with Krishna. He was his common friend, and a friendly gesture, sometimes you pull the leg of another person. And I said, oh, Govinda, you think you're very intelligent like that? I've said so many things to you. I'm sorry, Krishna, please forgive me. So his friendship is now covered by a secondary rasa called Adbhuta, wonder. And he is losing his feeling suffocated actually. After seeing the universal form which I had never seen before, I am glad. At the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. So now he requests Krishna, please remove this. I don't want to see this anymore. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as a personality Godhead, O Lord of the Lord, O abode of the universe. O universal Lord, I wish to see you in your four. Now he wants to request Krishna. Anyway, you showed me Vishwarupa, show me your 400 form also, Narayana form. In your four-arm form, which helmeted head and with the club, wheel, conch and lotus flower in your hand. These are the four things Krishna holds in his Narayana in his hand. I long to see that you in that form. And the club and wheel, that is for demons, and conch and lotus, that is for devotees. Oh, best of the Kurus, no one before you have ever seen this, the Krishna is telling to Arjuna. Oh, best of the Kurus, no one before you has ever seen this beautiful form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this. So Krishna is saying you cannot easily see the universal form just by some tapasya or by shastra jnana. No. It requires a special grace. Your mind has been perturbed upon seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free from all disturbance. With a peaceful mind, you can now see the form you desire. See the beautiful form Krishna is showing to Arjuna. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-arm form. Now you can see it behind, beautiful painting, the four-arm form you saw in the previous page also. The four-arm form. Yeah, this is the Paramatma who resides in everybody's heart. The same way you see in that chariot, there are two forms. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-arm form, and at last he showed him the two-arm form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. So nicely painted, huh? It's a beautiful painting. When Arjuna saw Krishna in his original form, he said, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, my mind is now pacified and I am restored to my original nature. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjuna, the form which you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotion service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and thus be directly seen. Only in this way you can enter the mysteries of my understanding. So both are difficult. Vishwarupa is difficult, but even much more difficult is to seeing the two-armed form of the Lord. Vishwarupa is more or less a display of the impersonal energy of the Lord. All the power of the Lord. But personal form is more attractive to the devotees. And Krishna is said, only by pure devotional service can I understood as I am standing in the two-armed form. Krishna continued the next two verses. Bhaktya tu ananaya shakya eva aham eva vido arjuna gyatum dashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotion service can I be understood as I am standing before you and thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. How you can enter the mysteries of my understanding? Only by pure devotion service, not easily. Okay, so why? Because then only we become qualified. I said this why I answered. Just like you see so many pastimes when Krishna appeared, we see people disturb the Krishna Leela. Danava, they just attacked. Agasura, Bakasura, Kamsa, all these people are just attacking Shishupal. And there were some people, even Devatas like Brahma, Indra, they also tried to disturb Krishna Leela. They could not handle Krishna Leela. Indra, he did the rain in Govardhan for no purpose. He also tried to disturb. And then Brahma, he also could not handle. He stole all the coward boys. And so it's not, if you want to enter into Krishna Leela, you have to be pure. If you have fire, you can enter fire. Otherwise, there will be reaction. Mat karma krita mat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjita nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yasamam eti pandava. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in a pure devotion service, free from the contamination of previous activities and from mental speculation, one who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. So Arjuna says, Krishna is saying, my dear Arjuna, if you are engaged in my pure devotion, so mad karma prita mad parpo, mad bhakta sangha varjita, become my devotee and free from bad association, free from contamination of previous activity. Nirvaira, who is friendly to everybody, sarva bhuteshu. Vaira means very. Vairinam, Krishna says to Arjuna, no, kama esha krodesha rajaguna samudva, all this is your enemy, know it from me. But here he says, any living entity, we should not have in our heart negative feeling for anybody. We should wish well for everybody. Nirvaira. Vaira means to make enemy. Nirvaira means no enemy, friendly. Sarva bhuteshu. For all the living entities, we should be feeling friendly. Yasamam etiya Pandava. If you do like that, you can come back to me. Mat karma krit. Always work for me. Mat paramo. Make me the goal of your life. Mad bhakta. Become my devotee. Sangha varjita. Become free from all unwanted association. So very beautiful. Now anybody has a question? This is a brief summary of the chapter.
Prabhuji, yeah. Sanjay has seen the Vishwarupa, Prabhuji.
Yes. He was very fortunate because of Vyasa Prasada, because of mercy of Vyasa. They could see.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a question. The part where Lord Krishna said that Kalosmi lokakshayakrit pravriddho lokan samahartamiva pravritta. What is the meaning of that?
I am time. See, Kala. Kala is an impersonal representation of the Lord. Kala is also, this is a 5 subject matter of Gita. Jiva, Ishvara, Kala, Karma, Prakriti. Okay? Jiva we studied, that the soul. Bhagavad Gita we studied, 2nd chapter, Krishna said, you are not body, you are soul. Correct?
Yes.
Ishvara, God, Krishna is talking about himself being the Supreme Lord as Paramatma in the heart. Hidadesha Arjuna Tishtati. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hidadesha Arjuna Tishtati. He said, I am there in your heart. In the 13th chapter also Krishna says, Shetarangam Chapi Mahamvidhi Sarva Shetareshu Bharata. You are conscious of only your body, Arjuna, but I am conscious of everybody. Okay? That is Paramatma. The knowledge of that is coming continuously in different chapters. Jiva Ishvara. Then third one is Kala, the time. Now what is the time? The general concept of time is like a watch. That's why I showed you the watch. But actually that is not what Kala is. Kala means a force which destroys everything. Thak, 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 thak. That is what we think as Kala. No? Correct? Now the Kala, the real meaning of Kala is which puts everything under destruction. Kal. Kal aa gaya. Hai na? Mahakal. People say no. So Kal means time aaya. So that is the definition of time. What time Krishna is giving. I am the destroyer of the world. That means just like you go to a college, You have a time. Within 6 months, final exam will come. So at the time, when you enter the college, Kala started now. And your semester will end by that time. So similarly, our body also, we get a particular opportunity. You get 60 years, 70 years, 10 years. Nobody knows how much time somebody has. But he has a limited time. Within that, his activities are seen. Time I have destroyed the world, and I come here to engage all people, with the exception of you. So as Kala, I'm causing destruction here. And nobody will remain alive here except few Pandavas and 1 or 2 people, correct? Very few people survive the war. So therefore Krishna is saying, I am time. In fact, very interesting is that Oppenheimer, he was a big scientist who was involved in making the nuclear bomb. You know that. And after the nuclear bomb explosion, which was witnessed by many people, people got a shock of their life. This much power. Just like Arjuna got a shock seeing universal form, that is also a display of energy of the Lord. Your nuclear bomb is also a display of energy. So after seeing many people have strange reactions, so they went to Oppenheimer. What do you say about nuclear bomb? Definitely he was the main scientist involved. He's quoted Bhagavad Gita. Can you believe this? He quoted Bhagavad Gita. If you remind me tomorrow, I'll show you that video. And he said, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna shows to Arjuna the multi-arm form, and he says, I am the time destroyer of the world. Look at him, he's quoting it. And today, how many people in India read Bhagavad Gita and they know exactly what it means? I am time destroyer of the world. He said Krishna is encouraging the Prince Arjuna to fight, and then to encourage him, he shows us a huge multi-arm form. But Arjuna said, what is this form? He says, I am time, I have come to destroy this world. So time, Kala, is an impersonal feature of the Lord. Just like Vishwarupa is also not a personal feature. Personal feature is the 2-arm feature of the Lord, which Arjuna showed. Suppose Krishna shows to Mother Yashoda, Vishwarupa form, what is it? Hatao yourself. Chalo, khana khao. Devotee is not bothered about that. Not interested. Arjuna at least saw for some time. Mother Yashoda will say, kya ye, band karo. Kya natak hai? Chalo, aajao, khana khao. Mar jaoge, khaoge nahi to. So, pure devotees are not interested to see the Vishwarupa form. Vishwarupa form is for normal people like us, new people, to convince us about the glories of the Lord. But pure devotees are relating the Lord in ecstasy, in pure love. They are not interested. No? Suppose you have a really good friend and you want to show his power. He said, I'm not interested here. Just come have a lunch with me. You got it? Are you able to understand this? But the reason Mother Yashoda loves Arjuna is not because Mother Yashoda loves Krishna is not because Krishna is very powerful. It's because of his sweet qualities. See, because the Kala doesn't act in the spiritual world. Kala acts in the material world, where it destroys everything one day. Therefore, we know all of us are governed by the force of Kala, time. Okay, Pradyumna, does it make a meaning to you? Time? You asked me what is Kala?
Thank you.
Yeah, the definition Kala is destroyer of the world. That is there in the next word, destroyer of the world. Yes, Hare Krishna. Maybe other questions?
Jiva, Kala, Ishvara, Prakriti, and what is the other factor?
Karma. Fifth is
I
karma.
have a question.
Yeah, karma is the fifth. Jiva, Ishvara, Kala, Karma, Prakriti. Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a question. It's not actually related to this chapter. But Prabhuji, in the previous chapter, so you're told that we must be sattvic, like we must stop eating, like we must become vegetarian. We must stop eating non-veg. So, but if we stop eating non-veg, then how will the ecosystem still be balanced? When will the balance break?
That you save your life. Don't give me these silly excuses. One person was telling me, don't bother about word, you save yourself, Baba. He's very much bothered about ecosystem. You save your life. You know the reaction of eating meat. You will be killed in the same way. You want to do that? Don't become such artificial show. Say, become honest like Arjuna. I am so helpless that I don't care for the pain of the animal. Just for the pleasure of my tongue, I am such a merciless person, I kill that animal. At least become honest and admit that. Nobody can wake up a man who is pretending to sleep. So unless you admit your weakness, how can you be corrected? Like Arjuna admitted to Krishna, Krishna, I'm very sorry. I'm weak in mind. Krishna instructed him. And if you are giving a silly excuse like this because of the compassion I have for my Prakriti, be honest, no. I'm eating just because my tongue is uncontrolled and I don't care to kill and give somebody such a writhing pain just for my pleasure of my tongue. Such a barbaric man I am. Please guide me, give me strength so that I don't that foolish act again and I don't suffer the pain. Mamsa khadati iti mamsa. Same animal will kill you. Sorry, I use strong words. Oh, does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Forgive me. You know why I use strong word. I was a very sweet teacher, but when I become faculty of colleges, then my nature has become different. So I speak strongly sometimes. Okay, did you get the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, heart to heart. I spoke heart to heart. Sometimes what happens, the mind has to be scolded, but I have love for your soul. So the mind is giving the silly excuses to justify. We should always, I tell you some principle which I learned in my life. If you ask me what did you learn in your life, I say one thing I learned. Always find fault in yourself and always look for good qualities in others. You become a great person. Correct? So always you should look, why I'm eating meat? It's not good, no. See, you cannot live just with meat. You have to eat chapati, you have to eat dal, sabji, one corner, one side dish. And if you go to slaughterhouse, I tell you, because you are here already, you are a divine person, you will come out with tears in your eyes. You cannot see. You will not be able to see with pain animal wriths when he's slaughtered. You will not be able to see that. True? Isn't it? So why cause that pain? What is the need?
Prabhuji, in this
Yeah.
chapter, told Arjuna needs special eyes to view the Vishwarupa Darshana. So how come Sanjaya was able to see? Did he had that
No,
special?
that was Veda Vyasa's.
Vyasa Prasada.
He says at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Vyasa Prasada.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, you said he is the origin without end, beginning, or any middle. So, can we compare him to a black hole, or is he comes from a black hole or something?
No. See, uh, Krishna is a person. Why you want to make my Krishna into some energy? He is a person. See, I tell you in 18 chapters, the main thing throughout will be going on. I'm shifting you from the focus of energy to person. See, what is the definition? See, very interesting it is what you're doing. The definition of God is origin. Okay? And in the materialistic science that we have, and we are exposed to the mechanistic science, which everything sees based on mechanical processes, it cannot understand the person as an origin. It only goes to that there was some explosion in the beginning, and by accidental permutation combination of that explosion, our life has come. And they have some silly theories like Miller theory, all unproven theories. They are just actually, critically, I can have science and spirituality discussions, and I can give such nice argument, difficult for any one of you to even counter them. Huge number of dilemmas in these theories, which I do in my courses in the colleges. But somehow these theories have been taught like a law to us, and from childhood it has been, we have been pushed down our throat, which is actually, even according to the standards of science, very wrong thing to do. Even if you are being truthful to science, theory should not be taught like a law. Correct? Theory means only a proposal. Law is something which is proven. Even according to science, these are just theories. Darwin theory, Miller theory, Big Bang. The theory. Theory means it's just a proposal. And there are so many dilemmas these theories are having. But somehow only being exposed to these theories, you start feeling that, that's the only explanation. So the Vedic explanation is always a person. I explain this point to you. Suppose I'm sitting in the room here, correct? What do you feel? Original origin is a person or an energy?
Person.
Then why I can where you're bringing black hole? You can say
No,
Shakti.
no, Prabhuji. My doubt was, I understand that he comes to us in the human form,
Mhm.
so we can see him and we can understand what kind of personality he is. So, but what my doubt was, if he is taking a materialistic form, then
He's
there
not
should be
saying
some,
that again. You made no. Oh, that is where the mistake is.
yeah.
Krishna, I showed you the Goloka. No, he has this eternal form. When he comes to
Okay.
the world, he comes in his own form. That's what the fourth
Okay.
chapter says. No? So that is where the thing is. So Krishna comes to this world, he comes in his eternal form, not that he's taking a material form. That is why he showed Vishwarupa. Now, if it was a material form, how you could have shown Vishwarupa? You cannot do that. Can you do that with your body? Nobody can do that.
No, yeah.
And you see Krishna is changing form, he's showing Narayana form, then 200 form. He's looking like a 16-year-old boy on the battlefield. See, for the boys, before they get their mustache, my experience, because I teach in all age levels, the PUC college, they look really like glowing. That's the best age. That's why anybody you tell, you're looking like a 16-year-old, he feels very happy. Yes, 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 yes. You know, because that's the age they remember where they were really glowing with there is a beauty. So Krishna keeps himself always in that form. How can he do that? He's 90-year-old on the battlefield roughly. Arjuna and Krishna are same age, 88, 90-year-old, and all of them had grandchildren at home, but he was looking so fresh and young. Krishna always like that. Imagine going with a garland on a battlefield. I just don't understand. Only God can do that. A large person could do that. With a
Guruji,
peacock feather. No, imagine even a peacock
Guruji,
feather.
I have one doubt, Guruji.
Guruji, I have a question.
Yeah,
I am Swarna Lakshmi from Hyderabad.
yeah, thank you.
You talk about this Goloka Chakra, Chakra.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there a resemblance between this and the Sri Chakra of Lalitambika?
I don't know that. See, Devi or whatever it is, always Devi Dhama is separate, no? Why you're bringing Devi Dhama equivalent to Goloka Dhama? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? There is not equivalent. See, there is only one Vedic cosmology. No? Not that many opinions are there. There is one. As per the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, there is one. And these are the two top scriptures, the Shastra.
No, even
Devi
in Sri
should
Chakra,
be-
you have the central point, and then you have those petals and all that, which looks similar to the Golok chart.
No, that is different. Goloka Dham is the place the Lord Krishna resides. Then there is Vaikuntha Dhama. Brahma explained there are 4 Dhamas. Devi, Mahesha, Hari, Goloka Namni, Nijadhamni, Nijadhamni. That is the original abode of the Lord. Nijadhamni Talecha Tasya. Devi, Mahesha, Hari Dhami, Shuteshu, Teshu. And Devi has this Devi Dhama. She is the head here. And then there is Mahesha Dhama, Shiva's place. Then there is Vaikuntha Dhama, Hari, four-arm form of the Lord, which we are seeing now, and 2-arm form of the Lord, Goloka Dhama. See, I know only this much what Gita and Bhagavatam says. Okay,
Thank you.
so this is,
Thank
I'm not able to compare that because
Hare
I'm not
Krishna,
aware of that.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Pradyumna? Oh, no, sorry, this is Aniruddha.
Ramesh here, sir.
Oh, Ramesh, welcome.
Sir, in this picture, you said that for 2-person farm, 2-hand farm is difficult to hold. You
Most
said that. I understand that sentence.
Most difficult. In fact,
most
the Devatas also don't get darshan of 2-arm form of the Lord. They regularly get darshan of Vishnu in 4-arm form. Whenever they have problem, they report to Vishnu. But 2-arm form is rare. Therefore, when Krishna was about to take birth, all the Devatas are every day coming and offering prayers to him in the womb.
Guruji, I have one doubt.
Okay.
No, what
Anybody
was
saw
the question?
the
Are
Vishwarup
you finished,
Darshan?
Ramesh? No, just Ramesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
thank
question
you.
is, that was the observation. The 200 form is most difficult, correct?
I was trying to understand. Generally, person is you'll have 2 farms, 2 hands. So I thought he was shown like that in Vrindavan and all those things.
Yeah.
That's what I just trying to understand.
The most, see, Devatas are under the control of Vishnu, correct? They regularly Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya. They always meditate on the lotus feet of Vishnu because Vishnu rules this world. Krishna,
Yes,
just like in the previous chapter we read, if you remember the last shloka, Krishna says, Ekam Amshena Sito Jagat. By my one feature, I am maintaining this world. Refer to Vishnu feature, which maintains the world. Krishna is not involved here. He praises Mother Yashoda and is breaking pot of butter there. He's enjoying managing this world. See, what is this world? Just imagine. Now, suppose, Mr. Ramesh, if you are God, okay?
Yes, sir.
want you spend your time with sweet Mother Yashoda and your Gopa's friend, isn't it? And managing, what is managing this world? All jokers fighting with each other, one trying to be boss of another person, somebody coming and doing cut in the class, and these people managing all this thing. You will not be involved. Just like in the class itself, I was asking my some colleague if somebody can go, also log in and, mute that cut. But luckily, somebody gave a beautiful opening. Let us start the presentation itself. And Krishna's grace, I think he's also enjoying the presentation. Cut stopped. So that is unimaginable kindness of Krishna. So,
Thank you.
So this is actually bewildering, which is therefore many people feel the Narayana form is more difficult to behold and Krishna is more easy, correct? For a general person, they could see two-handed form. No, but the Narayana form is even easier for Devata. They keep getting darshan of Narayana. Whenever there is a problem, they go to Narayana, they go to Shira, Ocean, Shweta Deepa, and Brahma leads them as their boss, and they pray. Just like they prayed for Krishna to appear, actually Devatas prayed. Bhudevi went to Brahma, said, I'm not able to see the suffering of the people. So immediately Brahma said, okay, let us approach the Lord. They all went and prayed to the Lord. Lord, please do something. And Krishna then gave message to Brahma, I'm coming. Narayana. So whom they approach was Narayana. So I'm saying Krishna and Narayana is same personality, but they see the Narayana feature. But Krishna feature is very rare to be seen. It is very rare.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Prabhuji, I also have a question.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
My name is Krishna.
Prabhuji,
What is the
My
question?
name is Krishna Chaitrika.
Yes.
In this chapter, the Arjuna was scared of Krishna, so that he shown like the magic.
Vishwarupa. So.
About that time. Then did he fight with like that, or did something else?
Okay, Arjuna got scared of Vishwarupa, correct?
Yes.
So then Krishna, he requested Krishna, please remove this. I don't want to see any more of this. Enough. Then Krishna showed him the two-arm form. And he was so happy to see Krishna in bracket. Okay?
Prabhuji.
Okay, sir.
So, the question was that he fought the war with fear. No, fear got over because Krishna showed him the two-arm sweet form. And he became very happy to see Krishna in that form. Okay? Just like, say, your friend is there who is very powerful. Oh, he showed his some power. No, yeah, please be normal. Then he becomes normal. Oh, you're my sweet friend. You embrace it. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Prabhuji, I have a question. Which is better to attain, the form of Lord Krishna or the form of Lord Narayana?
No, you are always a servant. You will not become Krishna or Narayana, but you have to decide whether you want to become Krishna Dasa or Narayana Dasa, correct? That is your destination.
I mean, I'm just asking, imagine you do tapasya, then after that, which form is better to receive in front of your eyes? The form of Lord Krishna or the form of Lord Narayana?
When you go to Vaikuntha, whether to see, you focus on Krishna, not on yourself. When you go to spiritual world, we go by focusing on Krishna. So what service is in your heart? If your service is in your heart of Narayana, then you will get a four-arm form. If your service in your heart is of Krishna, then you get a two-arm form. Correct. That original service, actually you do not know now. See, everybody has some service to the Lord. There is all of us in our heart have some seva, in which we love to serve the Lord. Today we have forgotten that. As when Krishna is very pleased by a service, just like you're trying to hear Bhagavad Gita chanting Hare Krishna, slowly Krishna will reveal one particular service which you like to offer. Okay? You got my point?
Okay.
So just like mother has many children. No, let me finish that. See, mother has many children. The children are separate. And each child has a special relationship to the mother. Correct? It's not that two children are there, both are same. No, every child is separate from the mother. Every child mother is a special relationship. So every one of us have a very special relationship to Krishna, very special. We don't know what it is.
Oh.
So focus on your service. Automatically, according to service form, you will get. Like you are father of Krishna. You want to take care of Krishna like a mother. So you will get a form like that. You want to take Krishna like a friend. You will get a form like that. So you want to take care of Krishna like Narayana. So you will get a 4-arm form that time.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
But actually,
Prabhuji.
what happens? Yeah.
Prabhuji. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
This when Krishna comes to back two-arm the normal position, will Arjuna remember his Vishnu Rupa? Hello.
See, yeah, there are many dimensions.
He will
of
come.
this.
He will forget
Number,
and become.
No, not forget it.
I little
Forget.
confused. Kindly explain, please.
No, not Arjuna did not forget, but he is more comfortable with 2-arm form because he loves him.
Yeah.
He's his friend. See, just like you are my friend, okay? And I have your friendship to you, independent you are a rich man or a poor man. Good friend is not taking this into consideration, correct?
Okay.
Suppose you have a very good friend. Today he may be rich, tomorrow he may become poor, but still he remains your good friend. No? That is good friendship.
Yeah.
So Arjuna is not friend of Krishna because Krishna is very powerful. He just loves him. He likes him. So the people who are very advanced devotees, they are attracted by personal qualities of Krishna, not by the power. Like Mother Yashoda, Krishna once showed Vishnurupa even Mother Yashoda. He opened his mouth. If you know that, Maya Morin Mon May Mayo. So inside the mouth, he showed Vishnurupa. Yeah, what is this? Stop this. I'm not interested. She's not interested. Okay, never mind. You are God. Never mind. Where is it? Because for her, she's always like this. One monkey makes a sound, he comes running in fear. Mother, save me. Monkey is making sound. So when they tell Krishna killed Bakasura, what he will kill? A small one sound is there, he comes running for protection to me. Okay, where is my Lord Krishna? And she embraces him with so much love. She is not ever going to accommodate his God. They told he lifted Govardhana. What he will do is a small boy. You didn't see at the backside Nanda Maharaj was putting stick on the Govardhan. That's why Govardhan got lifted. What a sweet child will do. He's just a sweet child. So the pure devotees from the higher level, Sakya, Vasyali and Madhurya, they don't meditate on Krishna's powers. And they like to go to Krishna Loka. Because in Vaikuntha Loka, it is not available. Narayana, when you see, you have to keep some distance. I told you in an example. Once what happened, Gopakumar is one of the friends of Krishna in Goloka, went to Vaikuntha. So when he went to Vaikuntha, he was looking for Krishna because he is a friend of Krishna. He saw Narayana in 4-arm form. You know, his color is similar. He thought, is my Gopa only. Hey, Gopal, Govinda, are you Govinda only? No, he's shouting in the palace. So all the people, hey, don't have manners. Your parents did not teach you how to, properly. Because Vaikuntha mood is different. Awe, reverence, respect, all are folding like this. Om Namo Narayana, they are chanting and they are with great respect. In Goloka, they run with Krishna every day. They don't have that kind of gap. So then he looked at Narayana. Narayana, his Krishna. Krishna, please speak something. No, what is it? These people are not allowing me to talk to you also. So Narayana looked at him. Calm down, my boy. Calm down. Their mood is different totally. So if you want Sakya, Vasalya and Madhurya, you have to go to Krishna Loka. It is not available in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is predominantly Dasya Rasa. Correct? You understand? Dasya.
Yes.
Dasya
Thank you.
Bhava. So if you go to Tirupati or Ranganatha temple, you will see predominantly Dasya Rasa.
Thank you.
But in Vrindavan, they will not even say Krishna. They say Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe
Why you are not taking name of Krishna? Who is Krishna? Radharani has kept him in her pocket. There is no need to chant his name. She is the queen here. The king is not there. King is inside the pocket of Radharani. So they say only Radha Radha. They say if you convince her, all the work is done. And actually it is true. Because she conquers Krishna by the love. See, one of the qualities, just like you would have seen in movies, they try to picturize a hero. What they do, a small child will say one gesture and he's conquered by that. Correct? So if a man is conquered by love of somebody, He's called a great man. And Krishna is the greatest person. He gets conquered by devotee's love. Any devotee can capture Krishna by his love. Vedeshu dullabam adullabam adbhakta. Krishna is very difficult to be captured, even with the great scholarship of the Vedas. But simple devotion service, Krishna is captured and comes in.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, I'm so lucky to.
Prabhuji, I wanted to
Mataji,
know
who
if
advised me that?
Vishwarupa was seen by three people,
Just wait.
Vedavyasa, Sanjaya and Arjuna.
It is said here in the Bhagavad Gita that Devata saw it. Arjuna says, no, even Devatas are offering their prayers to you. Correct? Okay. But I do not know somebody who I have to thank million times who gave me advice. I was thinking I'll stay there until the sound goes away, not enter, but somebody gave me advice. Let us go to presentation. And I thank you million times. After that, I could enjoy. Okay.
Namaste, Prabhuji. I have a question.
Yeah. No, just a last question. All the demigod, can you see that? Last 11.21. All the demigods are surrendering and entering into you. He saw that. The Devatas are actually offering prayers to you. Yeah, Mataji, continue.
So, sir, demigods and then Arjuna and then Vedavyasa and Sanjaya.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt.
All of them saw the Vishwarupa?
Yeah, that's what I can make out. I'm just, Mataji, because you asked a question, I'm just studying the translation. Is there anybody else mentioned here?
So, Vedavyasa and Arjuna and demigods and Sanjaya.
Correct. So, if you are surrendered to the Acharya, he can also show you because he has seen. No? In the seeing, in the sense when you are hearing from him, equivalent, no? Just like you're reading Bhagavad Gita, aren't you seeing Vishwarupa? You're also seeing, no? Because you're hearing.
Sir, then I had a question that even Dhritarashtra saw.
Where? When Sanjaya was explaining in that way, in the explanation of Sanjaya, that's why I showed you the picture. He was really frightened. When you look at his face, oh my God, Arey Gaya, kingdom Gaya. He could understand, I lost it. Can you see? It's very nicely painted. Sanjaya is peaceful. Sanjaya's eyes are closed. He's seeing the Vishwarupa explaining. Correct? Very nicely painted. And Dhritarashtra, I look at his face and fear. Gaya yaar, Gaya, ye to Gaya, kingdom Gaya. Lost the war. Isn't it?
So, Prabhuji, Sanjaya could explain the Vishwarupa.
He is frightened.
That's what I'm saying. He looks totally frightened.
Frightened.
So, Prabhuji, one question. Why did Dhritarashtra not make an attempt to tell Kauravas that Krishna is not an ordinary person but a god?
Yeah, actually, the various attempts were made, and there was one because I've not studied Mahabharata. I studied Bhagavatam. So in the Bhagavatam, there is a time that even Krishna sent somebody to meet the Pandavas when they were still younger, because they are his relatives, no? Because their mother is his father's sister, correct? So Krishna did send somebody, and Pandavas are actually from child great devotees of Krishna. So he did send somebody, and then he met Queen Kunti. I think it was Uddhava, and Queen Kunti started crying. But these people are, trying to kill my children every day. They gave poison to my son Bhima. I'm feeling so unsecure here. I'm feeling so unprotected here. So he was, crying, and you understand what the condition of mother when somebody is trying to see. It's like I feel like a lamb trying to take care of my children. All tigers are all around trying to pounce on my children. I'm so worried here. So he became so angry. He straightway went to Dhritarashtra. And he told Dhritarashtra, they are sons of your brother. What are you doing? Why you are part of this kind of planning all the time going on in this palace to somehow kill these children? What is this palace politics going on? At least treat them like the subjects. If you cannot treat them like brothers or sons of your brother, at least treat them like subjects, because the king will not kill his subjects. What are you doing? He straightway countered him face to face. This is recorded in Bhagavatam. And at that time, Dhritarashtra said, I know Krishna is God. I know. But when I look at my son Duryodhana, I lose control on myself. That is also his problem throughout.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
I have a doubt.
Prabhuji, when you tell that Krishna always goes to his mother, why don't we see any talk about Devaki? Even she has love for Krishna. That's why she did so much to save him in the
Correct.
initial stages. So
Yes.
why there's no talk about Devaki?
No. But talk about both. But actually, Mother Yashoda, see, Krishna does million things together, not one thing. Okay? So Krishna gave the pastime of childhood pastime to Mother Yashoda because, see, Mother Yashoda also knows Krishna as Supreme Lord. But her love and devotion was more. Therefore, Krishna gave that childhood pastimes to her. Devaki could not have been able to handle that pastimes. See, when I tell you what happened. When Krishna Balaram killed Kamsa, correct? They killed Kamsa and the brothers of Kamsa who came to attack them, they killed. They both ran to their mother, father, Vasudev Devaki, and they stayed with them. For remaining time, they always stayed with Vasudev Devaki. Only the childhood time they gave to Yashoda. Isn't it true? Correct, no? Now, when they ran to Vasudev Devaki, instead of embracing them, was standing like this. Oh, Narayana. Krishna and Balaram looked at each other. What is this? That was better, no, Vrindavan. So much love, mother was embracing her. Hey, my real mother, but she is standing in so much fear and distance. Oh, Narayana. So that is the, you got it? Your understanding? There is
Yes,
an all
Prabhuji.
reverence Devaki is having for Krishna. She is mother. She is also pure devotee. But there is a variety. Yashoda belongs to a much higher level of affection. Therefore, Krishna is not partial. No, you can always say, why did not Krishna give the childhood pleasure to Devaki? Why he gave only to Yashoda? Correct? True.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Because
Yeah.
Kamsa and all his drama, that Krishna could have managed in so many ways. Because Yashoda was able to handle that. Devaki would not have been able to handle. In fact, Krishna did satisfy later. Because when later, once Devaki said that, mother enjoys the childhood pastime of a child. Correct? Every mother enjoys. But I was deprived. I only saw you as a teenager when you came back. I have my desire once. And I heard a lot about your childhood Leela, which you did in Vrindavan. So Krishna immediately, even though he was well grown up that time, became a small child and gave her some pleasure, experience of that affection. He gave her.
When
But
did this happen, Prabhuji?
much later, after Krishna was there back, after killing Kamsa, later.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
But you understood the point? Mother Yashoda is much more advanced in that.
Yes,
Therefore,
Prabhuji.
Krishna makes us forget, and she was able to handle that intense love of the child.
Thank you,
Prabhuji, I
Prabhuji.
have a doubt.
Ah.
The question is, when Krishna gave the power to Arjun, that he could see the form of, he could see the form as Virat Roop. How did Sanjaya see?
Oh, Sanjaya also was blessed by Vedavyasa to see that. Okay? Just like Krishna gave power to Arjuna, Vedavyasa had given power to Sanjaya. Correct? Okay?
Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Children are sometimes, very intelligent question. One child was asking me today morning this question, amazing question. When Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, 45 minutes you are telling, other people, their legs were not paying. He was asking, they were simply standing up. They had no mobile. If they had mobile, he's telling, they could have, in between done something. But 45 minutes without mobile, they're all standing. Their legs were not paining. What funny question. Sometimes they ask very intelligent question.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes.
Prabhuji, just wanted to understand what is the difference between spiritual body and heavenly body?
Okay. See, there are three bodies we are having. Number one is the gross body, which is there's blood, stool, urine. We all know that. Jada Sharira. Then there is some Sharira called Shukshma Sharira, which is very subtle, which is there, just like you all know, all of us know we have mind, which is disturbing us all the time. Correct? It is subtle. It is not gross. But there is a subtle energy. Therefore, Krishna explains 8 energies of his. Bhumi, Apo, Anolo, Vayu, Kham. Anna? Mano, Buddhi, Evacha. The 7th chapter, Krishna explains the different energies, 8 energies which constitute the material world. And it says Bhumi, Apo, Anulo, Vayu, Kham. This I explained to you, if you remember, as 5 Pancha Mahabhuta they are called. And everything is made of that only. But there is a subtle energy which is mind, intelligence and false ego, which constitutes the subtle body which we have. And there is a gross body made of Panchabhuta, subtle body made of mind, intelligence, false ego. And the soul is Sachidananda, that is eternal spiritual soul. So there are 3 bodies. So in the heaven, when you go in the heaven, your body is more and more subtle. Like Brahma's body is very subtle, very sukshma, very powerful, and it doesn't show symptoms of old age, that body. Brahma's body is very beautiful.
Thank you, Guruji. Guruji, one more question. Prabhuji, one more question. Prabhuji, one more question I have at the cost of being ridiculed. Did the Kauravas attain moksha after the war?
Bhishma said yes. We will read Bhishma Suti. In the morning, I am reading tomorrow Bhishma Suti. Those who are interested, please come. At the end of the war, Bhishma offers beautiful prayers to Krishna lying on the arrows. Amazing prayers. Amazing. Actually, he was a great devotee. Therefore, when Krishna ran to Bhishma with the chariot wheel to attack him, he was about to kill Arjuna. At that time, Bhishma threw the weapons. My Lord, come. He was actually a great devotee. Some reason he was on opposite side. That's a big story. So Bhishma offers, in that prayer, Bhishma says, everybody on the battlefield was liberated by Krishna. See, he's a father, Supreme Father has come personally on the battlefield. Whoever he was killed already. After death, Krishna forgave them. So they all went to the spiritual world. Another thing what happens, every day they were seeing Krishna. And there was some appreciation for Krishna in the heart. He's so beautiful. He so much loves us. They all were saying, Bhishma saying, all of us were looking at Krishna, so much love he has for Arjuna. We were just noticing that. How he was protecting his dear devotee Arjuna. Every day I was seeing it. Whatever I do, he will not allow me to do anything to Arjuna. Correct? You can understand? It's like recently there was, I think, a viral, you saw that? One small bird protected the children from a big snake came. Cobra, king cobra. And the bird, small hen, chased the cobra away. Personally, maybe it not have fought so well, but just to protect the child, it chased the snake away. Did you see that? It came a viral video. The bird started jumping in anger and the snake went away. The same way he said the love of Krishna, how he was protecting Arjuna, we were all seeing that. So seeing Krishna in a beautiful form, the love for the devotees, even though they were on the opposite side, they were feeling appreciation for Krishna. Correct? And when they died, see what is said at the time of death, we should remember Krishna. Correct? They all remember Krishna. Therefore, they got Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Chapter 10, Prabhuji, this is Malati. In chapter 10, in Shloka 17, Arjuna asks Krishna, how can I constantly think of you and what are all the forms in which I can I can see you? So Krishna explains all the forms in which he is there. But my question is, how can I constantly think of you? So for that, what is the answer? How can I constantly think of you? For that, what is the answer?
Okay. See, the point is that in the just give me one minute. Please take care of the background sound. Somebody has kept background sound. Somehow this button muting doesn't work. Okay. Now it's okay. So let me open. You are saying the 10th chapter and chapter 17. Thank you. I'm so happy you're reading so carefully. You have read whole Bhagavad Gita, Mataji?
No, Guruji, I'm just reading the just Loka meaning. Purport, I'm not getting time. Tomorrow I will sit and read, Guruji.
Oh, very nice. Actually, if you how many rounds do you chant?
As of now, no. Weekly once I chant 10 rounds, but then during the weekdays I'm not chanting, so I have to bring that habit.
Why I asked you if you can chant more rounds. I'm very soon starting Bhakti Shastri course, which is the ISKCON ka very deep study course of Bhagavad Gita. Word by word we will study. For me also good, I will know more deeply. People can join me. It will be a 6 months course where you get scholarly study of Bhagavad Gita. Every word you will understand. Okay? But anyway, you asked the question, so let me go to the shloka. You said 17 shloka, no? I'm so happy somebody is reading. See what happened, the vibhutis are indirect representations of the Lord, not direct. Like it says, I am the cow, I am the Ashwatha tree. That is just display of his power, of in the sense his opulences. You got it? So, I am the sun, I am the moon. So see, suppose I have to meet you now. So I have to meet you your way, no? So Krishna knows our position. He says, now you, before seeing spirit, you can see matter. See, I'm not able to see beautiful 200 form of Krishna or 400 form. I'm not so fortunate. But definitely I am seeing sun and moon. No? I'm seeing that. I'm seeing water. I'm drinking water every day. So in those ways, I can remember Krishna now. That is why I can constantly think of him now. That is the point. But when I advance, I can see the beautiful form of the Lord. Does it make sense, Mataji, now? In what forms I can see you now? Yeah, this is 17. How should I meditate on you? In what very form to be contemplated, O blessed Lord? Correct? This is 17 word. So Krishna immediately talks about the vibhutis of his different powers by which he can be understood.
Yes, Guruji, I agree with you. But my another doubt is Krishna is telling he is a form of material energy wherein he acts as a Maya and he doesn't allow us to think him. So in that manner, how can we override it and then, override that Maya and then think about him?
Okay. So by Krishna's will only, Maya is covered you. Agreed. So see why illusion is created, because you have an illegitimate desire. See, your desire is you tell your mother, Mama, give me moon. You give me moon now. Anna, what does the mother do? She takes a mirror. Every mother does that. Anna? Yeah. She takes a mirror to the moon. My dear child, here is your moon. And the child is very happy. Over. So similarly, we have some silly desires. I am the controller. I am the enjoyer. What does Krishna do? Maya, come, take care of this idiot. And you get satisfied. Even an ant is satisfied, walking, thinking the small bill is his. You have a small 4 feet by 4 feet house. I am a lord of that. So we get some sense of imitating God to our capacity. Brahma gets a big kick. We get a small kick. Small places. Everybody gets a kick. I am the controller. I am the enjoyer. Which is not true actually.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, we also can constantly think of him by practicing it. You had only mentioned it to us that by constantly chanting or by constantly keeping Krishna in our mind, we can easily think about him anytime.
Abhyasa. But it's easy to do abhyasa by chanting in Kali Yuga. It's difficult to do abhyasa. Suppose you say that I want to think about Krishna. I know I'm sitting in my room. Now I'll think about Krishna. Mother Yashoda is running behind Krishna and Krishna is doing butter thief. That is difficult now. Artificially, let us not try to bring Krishna Lila in our heart. It will all come. See, it is said that the soul is always eternally perfect. Nothing happens to the soul. All the contaminations are in the mind. So when you chant the Nama, you keep chanting, the heart becomes purified. And the soul then wakes up to its glory. And then all the memory of the Lord and pastimes automatically come. Therefore, it is called self-realization. Just like you have gone to America and you have forgotten all of us, suppose. And then after 20 years, we meet you. We remember. You remember you were attending a Gita course. I remember. Correct? You will say, I remember. Like that. Slowly, your memory comes. So memory comes back by chanting the name of God. But it is not that we are artificially pushing Krishna inside your heart. Krishna is there inside your heart. We're just reminding you. See, otherwise we have that phase. We are going all around the world. We're not that we are pushing Krishna. No, we know they are all bhaktas of Krishna. Just forgotten, that's all.
Prabhuji, I have 2 questions.
Yes,
number 1 is what is the purpose of illusory Maya in this material world?
Hmm. What is the
Like,
second question?
The second question is you said there's a Bhishma Stuti tomorrow, right? So what is the details or like what is the timings?
Oh, that is 8 o'clock morning, and that will be for you. How much is the time? 10, 11 o'clock.
10:30, I think. Yeah.
Ah, that you can locate that link for that in my website, Bhagavatam every day morning 8 o'clock. Take it. So Bhishma, anyway. So now come to the why the Maya. See, Maya is because of us, not because of Krishna. The jail is because of the criminals, not government is not responsible. Okay? The people create a situation in which they want to live under illusion. So we cannot blame the Lord. Somebody asked Prabhupada, why did Krishna send us to this world of illusion? He said, you forced him. He did not want you to go. You forced him. I want to be the Lord. Nobody in the spiritual world will agree to that. Nobody will agree to that. So therefore, this world, you are given a place. All who want to be the Lord, okay, all jokers collect together now. You jump over each other. I am the God, I am the God. They keep jumping over each other. And you know, whose punya is more, he becomes a God for some time. And the other people have to serve him, fall at his feet. So the drama goes on. And that drama is manager, Paramatma comes. And Krishna personally doesn't get interested in this what is a silly drama of ours. I want to be, which is not true, no. So moment the day you accept Jiva Krishna Das, A Vishwas, when you accept I am a servant of the Lord, over. Your all happiness comes back to you. Spiritually, you're full of unimaginable happiness. The day you understand I am just Dasa of the Lord. Therefore, when you hear Bhishma Smuti, Bhishma was so powerful, all of you know, everybody knows, so powerful. And a great personality like Bhishma, he offered such beautiful prayers to Krishna. You want to see a synopsis of that, everybody? Bhishma
Yes,
Stuti.
Prabhuji.
I'll just give you the trailer of that. But if you read, you will faint. You can cram. Kunti Stuti, have you crammed Pradyumna? You should cram Kunti Stuti. So beautiful is Kunti Stuti. We have been 2 days I did Kunti Stuti, yesterday and today. So beautiful. Anish.
फोटो कसं काढते तर तुमच्या ह्याच्यात
Can you see this? Everybody seeing? Passing our Bhishma Deva in the presence of Lord Krishna. Can you see this?
Yes, Prabhu.
Seeing a Bhishma lying on the ground, he was looking like a demigod fallen. He was so effulgent from a
आता
sky.
येत नाही ग हे थांबलं असतं.
So Yudhishthira and other brothers. Sorry, I have to. Yeah, please be careful. Background. But explanation I'll give tomorrow. I will. Okay, Pradyumna has requested. He is very dear to me. I will read Bhishma Stuti now, the meaning only. Okay. I'm not so expert like Pradyumna to remember the shlokas. I will read Bhishma Stuti, the meanings. Okay. Look at the meaning now. All the great sages came, whole universe, everybody has come. Parvata Muni came, Narada came, Dhaumya, Vyasa, Brihadashara, Bharadwaja, Parashuram, with his disciple, Vashishta, Indra Pramada, all these are great sages of the universe. Everybody came when Bhishma was about to leave the body. And then what happened? Many places like Shukdev Goswami, Kashyapa, Angirasa, everybody came there to see that. Because see, most difficult test of life is death. And they know Bhishma is going to pass it. He's so great. So they all come to see. Bhishma was the best among the 8 Vasus, received and welcomed everybody. And I'll just go to Stuti. Look at the first word from Bhishma's mouth. These are seen. The Maharaj, sons of Maharaj Pandu, all the Pandavas sitting silently, overtaking the affection for their dying grandfather. They were feeling so sad. Seeing this Bhishma, they were congratulated them with the feeling. There were tears of ecstasy in his eyes. He was so happy. Actually, he loved Pandavas very much. He was so happy that they become the emperor. He was overwhelmed with love and affection. Now look at the words of Bhishma. Aho kashtam, aho anyayam. What suffering, what anyaya this poor children's, my grandchildren's went through. Okay, let me read the translation. What a terrible suffering, what a terrible injustice you good souls suffer for being the sons of religion personified. He is Dharmaraja's son, or Yudhishthira. You did not deserve to remain alive under those tribulations. Yet you are protected by the Brahmanas, God and religion. You are always protected. As far as my daughter-in-law Kunti is concerned, upon the great General Pandu's death, she became a widow with many children. And therefore she suffered greatly. And when you are grown up, she suffered a great deal also because of your action. They had to run here and there for one mass and another. In my opinion, it is all due to inevitable time, Kal, under whose control everyone in every planet is carried, just as clouds are carried by the wind. How wonderful is the influence of inevitable time. It is irreversible. Otherwise, how can there be reverse in the presence of King Yudhishthira, the son of demigod controlling religion, Bhima, the great fighter with the club, the great bowman Arjuna with his mighty weapon Gandiva, and above all the Lord, the direct well-wisher of the Pandavas. O King, no one can know the plan of the Lord Shri Krishna. Even though the great philosophers inquire exhaustively, they are bewildered. O best among the descendants of Bharata, Yudhishthira, I maintain therefore all this is within the plan of the Lord. Accepting the inconceivable plan of the Lord, you must follow it. You are now appointed administrative head, and my Lord, you should now take care of subjects who are now rendered helpless. This Sri Krishna is no other than the inconceivable original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayana, the original supreme in joy. He is moving among the descendants of King Vrishni, just like one among us, and is bewildering with his self-created energy. See, he is identified Krishna. The Supreme Lord is standing here. O King, Lord Shiva, Narada, great sage among the demigod, Narada, the great sage among the demigod, Kapila, the incarnation of God, and all know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact. O King, that personality whom out of ignorance only you thought to be your material cousin, your very dear friend, well-wisher, counselor, messenger, benefactor, is that same very personality Godhead Sri Krishna. Being the absolute personality of Godhead is present in everyone's heart. He is equally kind to everyone. He is free from false ego or differentiation. Therefore, whatever he does is free from materiality. He is equibalanced. Yet despite his being equally kind to everyone, he has graciously come before me while I am ending my life. For I am his unflinching servitor. See, he is really revealing his heart. I know he has come because I am his devotee. The personality of God appears in the mind of devotee by attentive devotion and meditation, and by chanting of the holy name, releases the devotee from the bondage of fruitive activity at the time of his quitting his material body. May the Lord, who is four-handed and who is beautifully, actually Krishna takes Narayana form because Bhishma is a devotee of Krishna in Narayana form. May the Lord, who is four-handed, who is beautifully decorated lotus face with eyes as red as the rising sun is smiling, kindly await me at the moment when I quit his body. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, after hearing Bhishma speak in that appealing tone, asked him in the presence of all the great rishis about the essential principles of various religious duties. He asked him, please instruct me. How do I rule? Give me some knowledge of dharma. At Maharaj Yudhishthira's inquiry, Bhishma first defined all the classification of castes and orders of life in terms of individuals' qualification. Then it systematically in twofold division described counteraction by detachment and interaction by attachment. See, they're all explanations you have to study. He then explained by division, act of charity, pragmatic activities of a king, and activities of salvation. Then he described the duties of women, devotees, both briefly and extensively. Then he described the occupational duties of the different orders of life and statuses of life, citing instances from history, for he was himself well acquainted with the truth. While Bhishma was describing occupational duties, the sun course ran into the northern hemisphere. This period is desired by mystics who die at their will. Bhishma had the power to die at his will. His father had blessed him. Therefore, that man who spoke on various subjects with thousands of meaning, who fought on thousands of battlefields, protected thousands of men, stopped speaking, and being completely free from all bondage, withdrew his mind from everything else and fixed his wide open eyes upon original personality Godhead, Sri Krishna, who stood before him, four-handed, dressed in yellow garment, and that glittered and shined. By pure meditation, looking at Lord Sri Krishna, he at once was freed from all material inauspiciousness, but relieved from all bodily pains caused by the arrow wounds. Thus all the external activities of his senses at once stopped, and he prayed transcendently to the controller of all the living beings while quitting his material body. Bhishma said, let me now invest my thinking, feeling, willing, which was so long invested in different subject and occupational duties in the all-powerful Lord Shri Krishna. He is always self-satisfied, but sometimes being the leader of the devotees, he enjoyed transcendental pleasure by descending on the material world, although from him only the material world is created. Shri Krishna is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on this earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluest color of the tamala tree. His body attracts everyone in the three planetary system, upper, middle, and lower. May his glittering yellow dress and his lotus face, covered with paintings of sandal pearl, be the object of my attraction, and may I not desire fruitive actions. On the battlefield where Shri Krishna attended Arjuna out of friendship, the flowing hair of the Lord Krishna turned ashen due to the dust raised by the hoofs of the horses. And because of his labor, the beads of sweat wetted his face. All these decorations, intensified by the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows, were enjoyed by him. Let my mind thus go unto Shri Krishna. Actually, you have to read slowly and read the explanation. In obedience to the command of his friend Lord Shri Krishna, entered the arena of battlefield of Kurukshetra between the soldiers of Arjuna and Duryodhana. While there, he shortened the life of the man's opposite party by his merciful glance. This was done simply by looking at the enemy. Let my mind be fixed upon that Krishna. When Arjuna was seemingly polluted by ignorance upon observing the soldiers and commanders before him on the battlefield, the Lord eradicated his ignorance by delivering the transcendent knowledge, that is Bhagavad Gita. May his lotus feet always remain the object of my attraction. Fulfilling my desire and sacrificing his own promise, he got down from the chariot, took up its wheel, and ran towards me hurriedly, just as a lion goes to kill an elephant. He even dropped his outer garment on the way. May he, the Lord Shri Krishna, the personality Godhead, who awards salvation, be my ultimate destination. On the battlefield, he charged me as if angry because of wounds dealt by my sharp arrows. His shield was scattered. His body was smeared with blood due to the wounds. At the moment of death, let my ultimate attraction be to Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. I concentrated my mind upon the chariot driver Arjuna, who stood before me with a whip in his right hand and bridle rope in his left, who was very careful to give protection to Arjuna's chariot by all means. Those who saw him on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attained their original forms after death. See here, Bhishma is saying they all got moksha. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna, whose motion and smiles of love attracted the dance of the Vrajadhama, the gopis. The damsel imitated the characteristic movement of the Lord after his disappearance from the Rasa dance. At the Rajasuya sacrifice performed by Maharaj Yudhishthira, this is the greatest assembly, all the elite men of the world, the royal and learned orders, and in the great assembly, Lord Shri Krishna worshipped by one and all as the most exalted personality Godhead. This happened during my presence. I remember the incident to keep my mind upon the Lord. Now I can meditate on full concentration upon that one Lord Shri Krishna, now present before me, because now I have transcended the misconception of duality in regard to his presence in everyone's heart, even in the heart of the mental speculator. He is in everyone's heart. The sun may be perceived differently, but the sun is one. Suta Goswami said that Vishnu merged himself. He entered the spiritual world now. Supreme Personality got his mind, speech, sight, and action. He became silent and his breathing stopped. Amazing. Thereupon both men and demigods sounded drums. So there were the big drums now, celebration. See, when a great man dies, there is a celebration. Both men and demigods sounded drums in honor. And the honest royal order commenced demonstration, honor and respect. And from the sky fell showers of flowers. All the devatas were also worshipping him. Great soul. O descendant of Bhrigu, after performing funeral rituals of the dead body of Vishwadeva, momentarily overtaken with grief. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, going by this Bhishma
Suti, so nice it is. Now imagine you're going to read it with meaning and explanation. You have to come tomorrow morning. Yeah, tell me.
Guruji, I have a question, Guruji. Myself, Dharmaraju. The question is, going by this Bhishma Stuti, it looks like Bhishma has more transcendental knowledge than anyone. even he knows that even though he fights against Pandavas, he will be sure that he has to execute the duty, and based on that, he will go to. If he wins, he will go along with Kauravas.
Not duty. He is very much aware of Krishna. See what is happening. It's not a material plane. It's on spiritual plane. Just doing duty without love of Krishna is of no meaning. Okay? See, try to understand this fact. Something confidential I'm telling you now. Bhishma rasa with Krishna is Shaurya. He gives pleasure to Krishna by fighting. Therefore, he was on the opposite side. You got it?
Yes, Guruji.
He gives, when he was throwing arrows at Krishna, it is a Shaurya rasa. There is different rasas. Shaurya. These are all. So, where Krishna was taking his arrows like flowers he's offering, like you got it? Sometimes, if you are a king, suppose, what's your name?
Dharmaraju.
Yeah, Mr. Dharmaraj. So sometimes, if you are a king, your name is itself wonderful. So sometimes, as king, you like to, Raja is there in name, you like to fight. So what king has some mock servants, who come and give him a pleasure of wrestling, something, mock fighting happens. Sometimes friends also have a mock fighting, correct? So this kind of pleasure, Krishna also wants. Therefore, Jaya Vijay sent 3 times for 3 birds to give him a pleasure of fighting, correct? He fought with Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. It gives pleasure to Krishna for fighting. So Bhishma also was giving pleasure to Krishna for fighting. Shaurya rasa. And Krishna was enjoying that. Okay.
Thank
So
you,
that
Guruji.
is most confidential. Therefore, Krishna put him on. And there are a lot of lessons also. That if you are doing injustice, even if you have Bhishma on your side, you will lose. So you got a moral lesson whole world got, correct? If you are doing something wrong, even if you have Bhishma, you will lose. So that is a lesson for everybody. Don't do wrong. Be all on the honest side. Satyamev Jayate, even if you have a person like Bhishma was practically invincible. But still they lost the war. Krishna saw that truth always wins at the end of the day. So there are various.
Thank you so much.
What I told you is very confidential, revealed in the Shastra, that he has a rasa of fighting with the Lord. Therefore, he was giving pleasure to Krishna in that way. And Krishna's body is spiritual. All that arrow and all, it's just Brahma Krishna creates. Krishna's body, arrow cannot touch. No? He is a spiritual body. It's a Brahma. Nayanam chindanti shastrani, nayanam bahati pavaka. We read in the 2nd chapter, no? Correct?
Yes, Guruji.
But what a sweet pair of Ishwar. Amazing, no? Such. And if you hear Kunti's prayer, then you will faint. Ask me one day at the end, I will read Kunti's prayer to you. Tomorrow or any day. Take care. We just did that. And the videos will be up on my YouTube channel. You can watch. We discussed Kunti prayer already in short. Namaste Purusham Swadhyam Ishvara Prakite Param Alakshyam Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahi Avasitam Maya Javanika Channam Agda Dokshajam Avayam Alakshase Mudadasha Natu Natyu Dharo Yata Tata Paramahamsana Munina Mamalatmana Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartam Katham Pashet Hi Striya. If you read Bhagavata, you will be stuck one after another prayers to the Lord. So sweet prayers. The whole Bhagavata is full of that. Okay.
Thanks, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji,
one question.
this is
Krishna Priya from Bangalore.
Yes.
I would like to know more details on the 6 months course of Bhagavad Gita you were mentioning
Are you
some time
chanting
ago.
16 rounds? Are you chanting 16
No,
rounds?
I'm actually started with one mala per day as of now. So
See,
I
what
would.
happens? What happens? There is a course taken by a few people, not all. Few people are authorized to take this course, where we teach Gita in a very deep way. Okay? So I will be taking that course very soon. Just keep in touch. See, you are part of some group, correct?
Yeah.
One WhatsApp group. Don't come out of the group. That's only my request. I'll give that information in all the WhatsApp groups when I started. See, I'm now finishing the 2nd group. The 3rd group is starting soon. 4th group. 4 times I want to do this summary study. Okay? After that, parallelly, I will start in the night, maybe 1.5 to 2 hour class, seeing convenient time of everybody. I'll ask all of you what is a convenient time and which is a convenient time for everybody. I'll start that course and it will be fun. There we will study Gita. See, now you can see even surface study I am doing, just reading some important shloka, that itself is so vast enough to understand. When you see what is the shloka, each shloka connects to the next shloka and each word, why it is spoken. Every time, look at the beauty. Every time Arjuna addresses Krishna, he addresses with a different name. There are so many names of Krishna, correct? And there is a reason why that name is chosen. Oh my God. Can we speak like this and all that? Every time Arjuna is speaking to Krishna, he is speaking in a poetry, isn't it? And Krishna is replying in a poetry. So difficult it is. What a civilization, what evolved people. And Arjuna was a second-class citizen, Kshatriya. He understood Gita in hardly any time. And today, so-called noble lord can't understand one shloka of Gita. So we say we are advancing, but I don't know, we are doing down.
Prabhuji, is the
Thank you so
interpretation
much.
of Gita different for different people?
What is
As
that?
you read?
You said something.
Yes,
Bhagavad Gita?
Prabhuji, is the interpretation of Gita different for different means one shloka the way you are explaining? And if I read it myself, will it be different? Or it's the same?
Okay. Can I speak strongly or softly?
Strongly.
Yeah. No, I'm like your godbrother only, but my role is of a teacher. See, the point is this. Once Acharya Prabhupada asked this question, can you give a new explanation of Gita? So Prabhupada said very sweetly, he said what Arjuna understood 5,000 years ago, what Vedavyasa understood, he wrote down, when he wrote down, what was understood by Madhvacharya, what was understood by Guru, only repeat. I am not so intelligent to give a new interpretation. So, if you take, therefore, ISKCON Bhagavad Gita is called Bhagavad Gita as it is. As it is means, and how do we really sure? Number one, you can sure because of the parampara. It is protected in the parampara, the original verses and original meaning. And I showed you the parampara in the 4th chapter, the whole parampara of our sampradaya. Number two, we saw what Arjuna understood in Gita is there in the Bhagavad Gita. In the last chapter, you remember I showed you Arjuna when he hears a Chatushloka of Bhagavad Gita, he says, no, Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavam, Purusham Shashvatam Divyam, Adidevam Ajam Vuhum, Ahustva Rishaya Sarve, Deva Shinarada Sata. Correct? You remember the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita? The 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th verse was Krishna summarizing the whole Gita.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Prabhuji,
So-
I have a question, Prabhuji.
Just wait. Let us finish that. So if Mataji, if we go by what Arjuna understood here, and many other places he will explain what he understood, not only one place, we say at least I will follow Arjuna. Okay?
Perfect.
So if you take that way, then there will be no doubt. Okay, I
Yes,
want
yes,
chapter,
Prabhuji,
sorry,
okay.
chapter 10. So if you follow that way, then there will be only one explanation of Bhagavad Gita. And if you take the direct meaning of the verses, you're always protected. Most of the time, what people are giving explanation is indirect meaning. They don't take, say, if I tell you water means liquid. Just like you see, in the battle, they always use double meaning words in the battle. Like coded words. Like terrorists, when they're sending message, we are going to eat mango. That means you will throw bomb in Bombay. Correct? They have always double meaning. So Krishna was not speaking in double meaning. Arjuna had a real problem. Kurukshetra, they were really there. It's not that they were not there. They were there on Kurukshetra. Even now the place exists. Correct? And Arjuna asked a real-time question to Krishna. And Krishna answered. And then after hearing that, Arjuna burst out. See, this is the Arjuna Uvacha. Param Brahma, Param Dhamam, Pavitram. So any explanation of Gita at least should follow Arjuna's understanding.
Very grateful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna,
much,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
I have a
Hare.
question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
I have a question, Prabhuji.
yeah.
At the time of this Kurukshetra, I mean Mahabharata Yuddha, Krishna has shown the Virat Rupa to Arjun. You said
Yes.
it is only shown once. But before this Yuddha also, he went to Kauravas as a mediator. At that time also he has shown once the Virat
Yeah,
Rupa.
yeah. Even mother he showed in the mouth. So that was not the full display. Prabhupada explained in the purport. Why does he say so? That nobody has seen. Krishna says to Arjuna, I'm not saying that. I didn't say, Krishna said that. He said, Arjuna, nobody has seen this form before. But the point is, before he has shown less display of the power. Vishwarupa is the display of the power. The next chapter we are going, we will see Arjuna will ask some question, which shows why he asked that question. Next chapter is Bhakti chapter, 12th chapter, sweetest chapters of Bhaktas. Correct?
Okay.
Tomorrow. So in the your question was that previously, but it was not the full display. Therefore, Krishna says nobody has seen this before. Okay, little. That was mini display, not full. But even he showed to. So somebody may say an argument that Krishna could have shown Vishwarupa to Duryodhana. He would have surrendered. He showed no. He didn't surrender. He said he's a magician. So if you do not want to
what was
surrender
the
to God,
reason?
what is the reason?
What was the reason to show at that time his Virat Rupa?
They went to arrest him, no? Karna and Duryodhana went to arrest him.
Okay,
They wanted
yes,
to arrest
yes.
the messenger, and Krishna showed mini Vishwarupa, and also to actually at the end, he's a father, no? So he wants to say, my dear, he's also father of Duryodhana, my dear child. But he cannot force him, no? He wants to maintain antagonistic. See, when you become envious of somebody, have you not seen it? You don't see good quality in the other person, whatever he does, even including showing Vishwarupa. He will not accept. Krishna, Krishna, in fact, before the peace offer, Duryodhana met Krishna and he invited him for a lunch. And Krishna said, I will not come. He said, why you will not come? He said, because you don't obey me. I don't want to eat from your hand. So Krishna doesn't accept your food when you don't obey him. And Krishna went to Vidura's house. And there the famous pastimes happen. You all have heard that. The throwing of banana and giving banana leaf. And Krishna was eating with love. Instead of having chappan bhog of Duryodhana, Krishna ate that at Vidura's place. He was eating banana leaf and banana was being thrown. And Krishna was eating banana leaf, just like, Lord Rama ate that Shabari's, Jutha bear, correct?
Shabaris.
Yes.
Same pastime people remember. Krishna at Vidura's place, so he was in such ecstasy. Somebody say Vidura or somebody said Vidura's wife was offering him such ecstasy, banana and throwing banana. He was in such ecstasy. We are throwing the banana and giving banana peel. And Krishna was eating. Okay. Because Krishna can eat anything. So he didn't obey. Krishna said he was not obeying me. So Krishna cannot force. See, Arjuna also, he gave a choice. After whole Bhagavad Gita, you'll be shocked. 18th chapter, he says, Yathe chisi tatha karu. Do what you want to do, Arjuna. He says, no, I will follow you. Karishe vachanam tava. I'm going to obey you, my Lord. So therefore, Arjuna became divine. And Duryodhana, by rejecting Krishna's order, became foolish. In fact, again and again, Krishna instructed Duryodhana in the peace offer, please stop this. He not only that, I remember my little reading of Mahabharata. I'm not a scholar, so I don't quote from Mahabharata. He was advised by many people, not only Krishna, many people told him, stop this. Gandhari told him, stop this. Don't have this war. Can you go crazy? Give them. They're asking only 5 villages. What's your problem? Why you want a war? But he was feeling, I have big army, I have Bhishma, I have Drona, who can fight with me? So Krishna said, I am there, no idiot.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But focus on the message of Bhagavad Gita, amazing, no? Amazing.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Hare Krishna. So everybody, we will meet again.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Tomorrow tomorrow is a very special chapter.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
People like the chapter because it's the shortest chapter.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
And Prabhuji, a monthly jap is a very good idea. Thank you so much. Jap in the morning, 5 o'clock is the best thing. You start your day so beautifully. Thank you so much.
You joined it today? You joined it?
Every day, Prabhuji.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
How to join, Prabhuji? How to join, Prabhuji?
Okay. See, Mataji, I can share the link, not a problem. But I tell you, anytime, suppose, because I'm managing 10 groups of WhatsApp. Suppose I forget to put, because it takes time. It's easy. You can straight away go to website. Okay. This is the Bhagavatam class, and I told you tomorrow there is Bhishma Stuti. So you can directly click the link, you get a link here. And you go down in this. Okay, you will get in another page. That is your page, your current batch page.
1st July.
Now you are okay. Can you see live Japa session? You can look at the link here. Can you see that 5 am?
Yes.
I tell you something mystery. The morning 6 a.m. class is there. I send you the link every day. 3 links: 6 a.m. class, 3 p.m. class, and 7 p.m. class.
Yeah,
The 6 a.m. class has the same link because I continue with the same. After japa, I straight away go for my class. So you can click on 6 a.m. class link, which you are every day getting, or come here and search for this. Little hide search should be there, no? If thing precious is available, we don't think it is precious. So search it in the website.
But
Everything.
it is very easy to search in your website. It's very clear also.
Yeah, no, simple. This website, no professional. We made ourselves. Everything we have made ourselves.
Simple. You can
No expenditure.
search everything.
Everything, even hosting is free, designing is free, everything is free in this. We not spend money anyway. Okay, thank you everybody.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Chalo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, everybody.